My name is Isla Pridgeon, and I am studying a Bachelor of Arts in Communication. I chose communications because during a pandemic, communication became a really important part for our world. I'm also very good at presenting, so communication was just a perfect fit for me.
Your pipetting looks like you've improved.
My name is Daisy Lopez. My major is biomedical science and a minor in chemistry. It's what interested me. It had a lot of the med school requirements, and we have a lot of great professors here that I get to work with every day.
My name is Linnea Balderson, and I'm earning my bachelor's in business administration in accounting. I chose Texas A&M Corpus Christi because when I attended my first Island Day, I really got a gut feeling that this was the right place for me. It gave me the kind of intimate atmosphere in the classroom where I could really form relationships with my professors and my peers, but it also gave me that bigger community feel where I was part of something bigger.
My name is Renita Newton, and I have earned a doctorate degree in counselor education. Will be a doctorate of philosophy. The field of counseling chose me. I would say that I enjoy listening to people's stories, really getting to learn about them, their lived experiences. I decided to attend Texas A&M University Corpus Christi because I wanted to come to a campus that would challenge me. I found just that the campus was very vibrant, the people were very friendly. It was just a really pleasant experience.
My name is Leona Beltran, and I am graduating with a bachelor's degree in history with a concentration in historical studies. When I went on a trip in 2014 with my school, we went to Italy and we got to tour many historical places. That's when I knew I wanted to pursue my career in history. I chose Texas A&M Corpus Christi because I love how small the classes were, just because I wanted that more one-on-one interaction with my professors and the classmates.
Have you checked this?
My name is Sarah Vasquez. I am currently a graduate student in the Nursing Leadership and Nursing Systems program. I've known I wanted to be a nurse since I was probably about 10 years old. Fast forward, and I'm a new nurse working during the pandemic, and I realized that I wanted to be part of the administrative change to not only help the patients, but to start helping the nurses out there too. I chose Texas A&M Corpus Christi because this is where I got my undergraduate for my bachelor's in nursing. I fell in love with the school, I fell in love with the culture, the environment, the professors were all very supportive. And I'd heard such great things about the program that it wasn't a hard decision to make.
My name is Julie Romano, and I'm studying electrical engineering at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. I picked electrical engineering because I found the classes and the concepts really interesting. A&M Corpus is seen as a premier research institution. I was like, I would like to try and be a part of this here at the university.
I've learned that I can handle so much more than I could think, because college has a way of really testing you and showing you a side of yourself that you didn't know you had.
I lost my father in the beginning of my second year. It was very difficult. What I learned about myself is that, you can do anything that you set your mind to, which is what my father always told me. He always told me that, education is something that nobody could take away from you, and to just be persistent in what you do.
I can do anything. I can do hard things. The first year of my doctoral program, my father passed away. Before starting high school, my mother passed away, and so during my time here, it has really just shown me resiliency, and that I can do anything. I can conquer adversity. I can overcome challenges.
The most important thing that I've learned about myself is that I can do hard things. Through the university, I've really put myself into situations that I never really thought I would in terms of leadership and presentations, and it really taught me that I can step up to a challenge.
Starting at Texas A&M Corpus Christi as an undergrad, I've been able to grow and learn that I'm capable of a lot more than I thought I was. It helped push me into pursuing my master's degree in nursing, and we'll see where I end up after.
One of the most important things I've learned about myself is that I can restart my life and it's going to be okay. The idea of trying something new is just really daunting, and I think regardless of whatever happens in life, I have this moment to say you can always restart, you can always try something else new and then go from there.
I would describe my Islander impact as widespread. I have joined so many different organizations and networked with so many different individuals, from my classmates to the faculty here. I love not only Team UCC, but the Corpus community, and I'm so grateful to have been a part of it.
My Islander impact would be with Queen Beauty Club. I like helping the women feel empowered and encouraged and comfortable here at the university.
I would say my Islander impact has been most visible here on campus, whether it's been through my position as a counselor, leading different workshops, groups, going out and giving different presentations, just connecting with others on campus.
I enjoy being involved in my community, my parish, and at the university. It makes me feel happy when I'm there to help others, and hopefully they feel the same.
My Islander impact is most visible with my time with the Student Accounting Society, where I really enjoyed creating connections with fellow peers in my major and forming relationships and mentorships with professionals within the community.
Currently, I work as a pediatric travel nurse, which allows me to travel to different hospitals and states. So I think I've been able to bring my Islander impact to not only different children's hospitals, to different states across the U.S. I'm able to kind of show them everything I've learned from this school and kind of help teach them the Islander way.
I'd like to think that my Islander impact comes from some small moments of mentorship on campus. Since I'm an older student, I've had many years of some wisdom from maybe some failures or some successes that I've shared with different students on campus. Overall, I just love seeing my friends succeed, and I try and make an impact wherever I can.
My mom is my biggest supporter. She has poured so much power and love into me, and she was always there when I needed her, and I'm just so grateful for her.
I'm thankful for my mom and my grandparents and all my history professors and all my friends for supporting me throughout my education.
I would say thank you to everybody that's been a part of my life on this journey. Of course, my professors, my family, my friends, and my pets.
My family, my friends, all of my wonderful professors, colleagues, everyone who has poured into me to help me get to this stage today. I would just like to extend my biggest thanks and gratitude to them.
My mom has always encouraged me to do what was best for me and what really made me happy, which I'm very thankful for.
I'm so thankful for my parents who have been so supportive of me on this journey. I don't think I could have gotten through this degree if not for them.
So my family has been a huge role in my life, and my parents have always instilled the importance of an education. My brothers and sisters have always been like the biggest motivators and inspiration for me, and my boyfriend has been like my biggest cheerleader, so I'd like to say thank you to them.
more time, video, audio check. Stage input.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi Fall 2023 Commencement Ceremony, being held at the American Bank Center in beautiful downtown Corpus Christi. Delivering today's commencement address is Larry Weish, Islander class of 1983. Weish served our country for more than 42 years in the United States Army and retired as a lieutenant general. He is now the president and CEO of Weish Leadership and Federal Contract Consulting.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, I am pleased to welcome you, our honored graduates, proud parents, family, and friends of the Island University, to our Fall 2023 commencement ceremony. I am excited to tell you that this fall we have 968 students in our graduating class. During this commencement ceremony, we will feature the graduates of the College of Education and Human Development, the College of Liberal Arts, the School of Arts, Media, and Communication, and the College of Engineering and Computing Science. There will be several times during the ceremony that we will ask the graduates and members of the audience to stand. When asked, please do so as you are able. Now, please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Texas A&M University Corpus Christi ROTC Islander Battalion, and remain standing for the national anthem to be sung by Miss Antoinette Castillo, a graduating senior majoring in communications with a minor in music. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Message from the Texas A&M University System. Chairman of the Board of Regents, Mr. William Mahomes Jr., brings greetings.
Hello, I am Bill Mahomes, Chairman of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents. I am honored to bring you greetings on behalf of the entire board. Today is a special day as you walk across the stage and into the next chapter of your lives. Think back on the excitement you felt when you first arrived here, the anticipation of that first day of class, the wins and losses, the hard work and sacrifice to reach your goals. Each of you should be very proud of what you have accomplished. We surely are. And now, by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize the university to confer the academic degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce members of the platform party who will not be introduced elsewhere in the program. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Ms. Jamie Nadarsi Barrera, Vice President of Institutional Advancement. Dr. Andy Benoit, Vice President of Enrollment Management. Mr. Adrian Rodriguez, Vice President of Student Engagement and Success and Intercollegiate Athletics. Mr. John LaRue, Vice President for Institutional Excellence and Chief Ethics and Compliance Officer. Dr. Brian Teege, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Hassan Aziz, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences. Dr. Eloy Hernandez, Dean of the College of Science. Let's give them a round of applause. Also, please help me recognize the Student Government Association members and the Islander ambassadors for assisting throughout today's ceremony. At this time, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, a proud Islander alum, retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Larry Weish. A three-star general, Lieutenant General Weish began his military career in 1975 and later joined the U.S. Army ROTC program at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, then known as the University of Corpus Christi. He graduated with a Bachelor's of Business Administration from the Island University in 1983. His graduation was a significant milestone both for himself and for his family, as he was the first one to achieve a college degree. Lieutenant General Weish has served as the second highest ranking logistics and supply chain leader in the Army, where he oversaw the day-to-day operations of a $58 billion enterprise with a global workforce of over 120,000 soldiers, civilians, and contractors, with a presence for economic impact in all 50 states and 142 countries. He garnered numerous awards and medals during his 42-year career serving our country. Along with his BBA from A&M Corpus Christi, he also earned a master's degree from the National Defense University and a second master's degree from Florida Institute of Technology. Today, he is the president and CEO of Welsh Leadership and Federal Contract Consulting, where he and his team train corporate executives, business owners, and entrepreneurs in leadership and federal government contracting strategies and best practices. Lieutenant General Weish has stayed connected with the Island University, including the establishment of an endowment scholarship to fund the benefits of Island University ROTC students. In 2018, he was recognized by A&M Corpus Christi as a distinguished alum and is a lifetime member of the Texas A&M Chancellor Century Council. He is also a member of the United States Army Quartermaster Hall of Fame. Lieutenant General Weish is married to the love of his life, Denise, a person that he met right here at the Island University. They have been married for nearly 43 years with 3 children and 5 grandchildren. Please help me welcome an alum that you should all inspire to follow in his footsteps in terms of his connection to this university and the great achievements he has made in his field, Lieutenant General Weish.
Well, good morning to each of you. When I saw those future graduates walking through the door, this place was literally on fire. And I can feel the energy all the way up here. So for those graduates that's sitting down, I want you to work with me for a second. Does that sound like a deal? I want you to raise your right or left hand in the air right now. Raise it up high. And I want you to reach and pat yourself on the back and say, I did it. All right? Now, let's take that a step farther. I want you to reach over and pat that person on your left and right on the back and say, you did it as well. And you know, that might be a nice thing to do because that might be your boss one day. Well, I must say, it is an absolute pleasure to be here today. And I don't know how to say it any simpler than I love this university. This university did so much for my family and I. And so, President Miller, and to this incredible staff and faculty, thank you for having me today. It truly means a lot. Never in my wildest dreams would I thought would be standing up here chatting with you this afternoon. Now, having said that, there's a couple of shout-outs that I would like to give. What about those proud parents and all those family members? Thank you so much for sticking by all of the graduates, and I know it had to be a tough journey for you. And what I want you to know that them walking across this stage is part of you as well. Because I know if it wasn't for many of you all who's sitting out here in this audience, this day would not be possible for them. I also want to give a shout out to the ROTC department. As you all heard, I have a day or two where I served in the Army. And when I started this program, there was only 4 of us. So imagine having a parade with only 4 people. That wouldn't have been too good, would it have? It wouldn't have, huh? But now this university has over 64 individuals, thanks to the leadership of the presidents before Dr. Miller, as well as Dr. Miller, and again, this entire faculty. Thank you so much for what you do for the ROTC department and this great country. You know, I really had to dig deep to say, what do I share with such a distinguished group of individuals, young individuals who smile on artificial intelligence, who really understands all the social media platforms. And that was pretty tough for me because when I was growing up, the phone that we had in our house was literally tacked to the wall, and you had to stick your finger in it, and you turned it, and it went click, 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 and that's what you had to do to make a phone call. It was kind of like playing Wheel of Fortune. Okay, and I can also remember the first time I held a cell phone. It was the size of a submarine foot-long sandwich. And I'm saying to myself, man, I got to get me one of those. And guess what? It had about the same reception as a foot-long submarine sandwich. So you couldn't hear a great deal. The reception wasn't that good on it. Well, I have to tell you, I don't actually have all the questions, the answers to the questions for you today. But I would tell you much of your own happiness and your integrity would come from a couple of questions that you ask yourself over the years and through your journey that I have found that work for me. And it's only 3. The first one being asking yourself the question, who am I? Who am I really? It's not about you saying to yourself, I'm gonna go get a job, or what do I want to do with my life? You are going to get a job. You're going to pay the rent. It's much deeper than that. It's about looking yourself in the mirror and asking yourself, really, who am I? I struggle with that. I struggled with that for 16 years because I did not answer that question. But I have to tell you, when you ask yourself that question, be prepared to feel uncomfortable if you're genuinely honest with yourself. I was a young cavalry scout and we had just finished a big maneuver up at Fort Hood, Texas, now called Fort Cavazos. And we were standing around a campfire trying to keep warm, just talking about things that young soldiers talk about. We was talking about our dreams, and I shared with my platoon mates that I wanted to be a command sergeant major, the highest enlisted rank that one could have in the Army, a position of unbelievable prestige. And as I said it, this knucklehead, and I say knucklehead, said, "White, you will never be nothing." And I know many of you who live in the world of social media, those are probably pretty mild words, but for some reason, those words stuck with me, and I went on a journey to prove that knucklehead wrong every opportunity I got. And I did it for 16 years until I saw my motivation just fading and fading and fading away. So I had to look myself in the mirror, and I had to ask myself, Larry, who are you really? And I figured it out. I figured it out that I was a God-fearing person. I figured it out that I was a loving husband to a beautiful wife. I figured it out that I was a father to some wonderful kids. And equally as important, I figured out that I was a soldier. Not because of some false motivation, but because I love serving. I love serving the people, and I love serving the greatest country in the world. So my question to you today is, who are you really? Think about it. And I will guarantee you, your life will be much better, not necessarily easier, as you go through your journey. My second question that I have for you today is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? I want you to think about that for a second. Many of you graduates that's sitting out here today, you will sacrifice your finances, you will sacrifice your time, and the list goes on and on and on. But I want you to remember this. More than likely, you will not be by yourself. You will have a family. I was listening to Steve Harvey one morning, and he said, you really know how much someone loves you by the number of sacrifices and the sacrifices they make for you. I want each of you to imagine having to pick up your household 25 times. And yes, I did say 25 times. That's what my wife Denise did with me for 42 years. She was the one that was up at night when our son was deployed to Iraq and I was deployed to Afghanistan. She was the one that told the girls that your dad would not be here for your birthday. He will not be here for yours. He would not, and I get to sometimes a little emotional about this, but he would not be here for your soccer game. So my question to you, what are you willing to sacrifice? That came absolutely clear to me with my family. I would not sacrifice my family, but everything else was negotiable. You have to think about, what are you willing to sacrifice? My third and final question is, what is the one little thing that you did today to make someone else's life better. During my second semester here at the university, I was struggling. I was struggling with life. I had a family. I had children. And it was hard. It was extremely hard. And I remember the president of the college telling me, Larry, it's going to be all right. I remember Dr. Walter McCoy, my business management instructor, saying, Larry, it's going to be all right. I remember Dr. Paul Cameron saying, my accounting instructor, and oh, by the way, I did flunk accounting the first time, okay? But I got through it, telling me, Larry, it's going to be all right. I remember Dr. House, my business law instructor, telling me it's going to be all right. And the story is much deeper than that. But at the end of the day, they were with me every step of the way. So forward wind, this for about 40 years. I can recall being in the mountains of Afghanistan, or in Afghanistan in general, and I was in charge of logistics operations. I had supplies coming in through the northern distribution route to Europe. I had stuff coming in from Pakistan. I had supplies being flown in from Kuwait. But at the end of the day, it was about getting what those young soldiers need on the top of that mountain. We had just recently established an outpost in the Korengal Valley, some of the most beautiful, brutal terrain you will ever see in your life. So I flew in by helicopter and I met with the Lieutenant Colonel Fenty. He greeted me as I got off the helicopter. And all I wanted to know was, what did those soldiers need? So as we walked around and I talked to the soldiers, the only thing I could get was a 7-letter word: nothing. And that really amazed me, because I could look at some of the uniforms and could see some of them underwear where they had been negotiating the harsh terrain, fighting the enemy. And I consistently asked that question, and I always got nothing. And then at the corner of my right eye, I saw something burning. And I walked over there to chat with the soldiers. And I just said, what are you doing? They said, sir, we're burning our waste. And he said, we're not complaining. We're just doing our job for sanitary reasons. And I asked the question again, what do you need? Again, I got that 7-letter word: nothing, sir. And it really drove me up a wall, because I could see the weariness in their eyes. I could see the tiredness in their eyes, but I could also see the grit in their eyes. So as I was walking to my helicopter to head back to the headquarters, I had one soldier stop me. And this one soldier said, sir, I do have a question for you. He could have asked me to get off of that mountaintop. He could have asked me to go back home. So I was bracing myself to deliver a tough answer. But guess what this young kid asked me? He said, sir, with the holidays coming up, do you think you could get us some pecan pie? Think about that. Just think about that. That American service member just revealing the best in me by asking for something so simple under the harshest conditions ever. Yes, we did deliver the pecan pies, and about 2 weeks, about 20, along with new uniforms and several other items. So my question to you, what have you did today to make someone's life a little bit better? So my call to action to all of these future graduates, consistently ask yourself those 3 questions as you go through your life. Who am I really? What am I willing to sacrifice? And what's that one little thing you did today to make someone's life better? We, and I say we, are so proud of each and every one of you. May God bless you on your journey, and we wish you so well. Dr. Miller and this entire team, thank you for having me today. God bless you.
Let's give a big round of applause for our commencement speaker, Lieutenant General Weish. Well, we now turn to the important business of conferring degrees. As a special privilege, after 6 years of serving Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, 35 years in higher education, and a total 45 years as an educator, also 10 in high school, I would like to call on Dr. David Scott, retiring Dean of the College of Education and Human Development, to present the candidates for graduation in his final commencement ceremony. Let's give him a big round of applause. Dr. Scott?
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And Dr. Miller, I want to thank you again for this really, really special opportunity. I was telling some earlier that this is actually my 104th commencement ceremony to attend. So note, I didn't say I'm 104 years old. I just said 104th commencement. While pursuing a degree from Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, our students are privileged to work with outstanding faculty who are directly responsible for their success. They inspire, motivate, and mentor our students in classes and outside the formal learning experience. They are a very talented, hard-working group committed to providing a high-quality education. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I present to you the faculty of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi. Will the faculty please stand and let us thank you for your commitment to our students. Our processional this morning was led by Dr. Joshua Watson, Professor and Chair of the Department of Counseling and Educational Psychology in the College of Education and Human Development. An acclaimed scholar, Dr. Watson has authored dozens of publications and grant proposals, as well as received numerous honors for his mentorship, professional service, and research. Of particular note, he was awarded the American Counseling Association's Lifetime Achievement Award for visionary leadership and advocacy, as well as named an American Counseling Association Fellow, an honor bestowed on less than 1% of the association's membership. Thank you, Dr. Watson. Now I would like to recognize the other academic leaders for each of the colleges represented at this ceremony. The Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Dr. David Ma. Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Dean of University Libraries, Dr. Kate Radowski. The Director of the School of Arts, Media, and Communications, Dr. Diana Sipes. And the Dean of the College of Graduate Studies, Dr. Karen McCaleb. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 48 bachelor's degrees. Will all the candidates for bachelor's degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the bachelor's degree for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Please be seated. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 32 master's degrees. Will all the candidates for the master's degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the master's degree for which they have studied and are entitled to receive. Please be seated. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi presently offers courses of study leading to 8 doctoral and terminal degrees. Will all the candidates for the Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, and Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science degrees please stand? Dr. Miller, the faculty and deans of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, and I are pleased to certify to you that the candidates who appear before you and whose names appear on the official list have met all college and university requirements for the terminal degree for which they have studied and are entitled to. Now I would like to ask that all candidates please stand and remain standing. Dr. Miller, please join me at the podium.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree to which you are entitled, with all the honors, rights, privileges, prerogatives, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. Those earning a bachelor's degree can now turn your rings to face outward and shift your tassel from the right to the left, symbolizing the awarding of the degree. I offer my congratulations and those of all A&M Corpus Christi faculty and staff. Thank you and congratulations for your incredible accomplishments. You may be seated.
I would like to make special mention of the bachelor's degree students who will graduate with academic honors. These students must have completed at least 45 undergraduate semester hours at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. In this ceremony, we have a total of 93 students receiving these honors. Students graduate cum laude if their grade point average is 3.5 through 3.699 and can be distinguished by their green cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Students graduate magna cum laude if their grade point average is 3.70 through 3.899 and can be distinguished by their blue cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Students graduate summa cum laude if their grade point average is 3.9 or above and can be distinguished by their silver cords. Would you please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. In this ceremony, we have 9 undergraduate students who are graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Congratulations to these exemplary students. Please stand. We also want to recognize our graduates from the University Honors Program. These students have completed at least 18 credit hours of honors courses, along with community and university service and a senior project of excellence. Honors Program graduates, congratulations. These are all significant academic accomplishments, and on behalf of our faculty, staff, and all others present today, I extend to all of you our sincere congratulations. We will now proceed to hooding of our candidates for their terminal degrees. Doctoral degrees are considered the highest degree one can achieve in United States universities. Texas A&M University Corpus Christi has granted doctoral degrees since spring of 1995. Today, from the College of Education and Human Development, we will award Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership and Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education degrees. Along with the graduates' major professors, I will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates in the College of Education and Human Development. From the College of Engineering and Computer Science, we will award a Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science degree. Dr. David Ma, Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, along with the graduate's major professor, will assist in hooding our doctoral candidates in the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. Carmen Tejeda Delgado, Professor of Education and Director of the Transformative Alliance for Student Success in the College of Education and Human Development, will read the names and graduate's major professor for the candidates. Doctoral candidates will receive their diploma from the Dean of the College of Graduate Studies and then be hooded.
Dr. Pragati Banerjee, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Amanda Marie Covarrubias, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Judy Linclair, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Lynn Hemmer. Dr. Thomas Dale Lawing, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Veronica Yvette Lerma, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Rosie Banda. Dr. Han Ji Ping, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Rosie Banda. Dr. J. Susie Potton, Doctor of Education and Educational Leadership, Assisting Major Professor Dr. Chris Benedetti. Dr. Renita L. Newton, Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. K. Michelle Honeycutt Hollenbaugh. Dr. Jennifer Leanne Sellers, Doctor of Philosophy and Counselor Education, Assisting Major Professor Dr. K. Michelle Honeycutt Hollenbaugh. Dr. Xiaoqing Qiao, Senior, Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Computer Science, Assisting Major Professor Tiaqing Tu. College of Education and Human Development. At this time, we will proceed by the order of the college with the awarding of the master's degrees, followed by the awarding of the bachelor's degrees. Master of Science, Marisol Rocha Alvarez. Lauren Catherine Arana. Cynthia J. Barron Bush. Jordan Caraway Boyle. Alexis Taylor Burns. Whitney Michelle Copeland. Bianca Celeste Coronado. Jamie Elizabeth Dobbins. Brittany Nicole Esparza. Miley D. Esparza. Marcy Lynn Estrada. Katrina Leanna Cantu Garza. Jasmine Nicole Gomez. Natalia Francilia Gutierrez. Nina Marie Lopez. Marissa Grace Luis. Maribel Mata. Tristan Lee McNeil. Kendra R. McCarty. Linda Anita Moreno. Esther Mumboyi Mutumbo. Elizabeth Marie Okeo Ezeoke. Vishwa Samir Parik. Emily Noble Paulison. Rishma Phillip. Brianna Luz Rodriguez. Juan Salinas III. Angelica Ann Sanchez. Michael John Sandrusi. David Cullen Schwab. Cassandra Renee Smith. Anna Lisa Tortello. Maricela Viano. College of Engineering and Computer Science. Master of Science, Mahesh Shapani. Chatai Gaumbaidi. Kaylin N. Bolick. Shreya Datriya. Joshana Kashika. Saeed Junaid Hussain. Sagar Masetti. Sai Magna Migneni. Shrutri Balakrishna Nair. Pooja Patil. Raul Pradatori. Sai Varun Rendla. Mariah Nicole Roberts. Devanshi Chandrachari Sadaishia. Pranjal Srivastava. Sai Shruti Vaidyam. Vineet Vermula. Sushma Spurti Ila. College of Liberal Arts. Master of Arts, Paige Ashley Gonzalez. Madison M. Urivig. Master of Public Administration, Andrew James Laromatis. Karina Lopez Vela. Mina Rodriguez Trindad. School of Arts, Media and Communication. Master of Arts, Jairo Dario Benitez Sanchez. Gabriella Brooks David Bidwell. Catherine Elizabeth Colvin. College of Education and Human Development. Bachelor of Science, Brittany Lee Abrego, summa cum laude. Jonathan D. Acosta. Alyssa D. Alvarado, summa cum laude. Karina Aparicio, magna cum laude. Nathan Steve Boxwell. April C. Brosman, cum laude. Kristen Michelle Burgess, magna cum laude. Jasmine Nicole Cahill, magna cum laude. Annabelle Canchola, cum laude. Martha Castillo. Delaney Jennifer Koriescu. Gabrielle Grace Denuncio. Caitlin Danielle Daughtry. Ross Rosendo Delgado. Austin John Dobbins. Lorraine Escareno. Andrew Failer. Rebecca Andrews Garcia, summa cum laude. Cameron Mackenzie Garrett. Brianne Marie Garza. Savannah Gomez. Allison Y. Hine, magna cum laude. Gregory Wayne Hernandez. Angelina Rose Hinojosa. Justice Rion Onea. Hanyi. Matthew Taylor Hughes, magna cum laude. Robert Gary Ingram, summa cum laude. Sarah Kathleen Jones, summa cum laude. Aaron Matthew Lugo. Maddie Lee Martin. Aubrey M. Martinez, cum laude. Arleth Juliana Mesa, magna cum laude. Joshua Charles Monrad. Darren Andrew Morales. Jenny Moreno, cum laude. Nicholas Ryan Ortiz. Belanira Perego, magna cum laude. Kayla Papressa. Michael Poling. Julissa Ariana Ramirez, magna cum laude. Victoria Elizabeth Ramos, summa cum laude. Ricardo Baltaraz Rebeles, cum laude. Mayan Jade Richardson. Sydney Lynn Rivers. Tiffany Marie Rodriguez. Angela Ruiz, cum laude. Lillian Nicole Sanchez, magna cum laude. Chase Shelton, summa cum laude. Phoebe K. Shelton, summa cum laude. Kristen Ray Simmons, summa cum laude. Marissa Marie Vega, magna cum laude. Kaylee Vela. Michael A. Villarreal. Nina Marie Villarreal. Gracie Alden Wernig. Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies, Gabrielle Corrine La Caraway. Margaret Patricia Cook, summa cum laude. Sydney Grace Hoyt. Iri Lilian Peña, magna cum laude. Carolyn Rose Fuente. Elizabeth Sotelo, cum laude. College of Engineering and Computer Science. Bachelor of Science, Dawson Michael Adams. Daniel Arnold Armstrong. Timmy M. Arrow. Lauren Emily Berry, cum laude. Nicholas Julian Boxwell, magna cum laude. Michael Henry Bromer, summa cum laude. John Mark Camp. J.C. Gano. Patrick John Carroll, cum laude. Tieron On Clay. Cody Preston Crane. Benjamin De Leon. Beto Estrada, summa cum laude. Nabil Ambedelasis Ferrat Taleb, magna cum laude. Brian Joel Fuentes. Jacob Adolfo Gonzalez. Elifonso Guajardo III. Roberto Enrique Herrera, summa cum laude. Nathan Hurley. Daniel James Jonker, magna cum laude. Matthew Castle. Curtis John Patrick Penalty. Amin Kaja, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Marie Lott. Brian Larry Maliwang. Giovanni Eduardo Martinez. Noah G. Morrison. Bright Chinamir Nanadi, summa cum laude. Eniola Ayudehi Olawomi. Charim Deepakpai Patel. Nicole Kali Panek. Vivian G. Perez. Joel Stephen Parkwood. Kyle Robert Powell. Sebastian Colum Raggio. Julie Adele Romano, magna cum laude. Jose Salomon Solis. Mario Anthony Soto. Thomas Alexander Sadesky. Matthew T. Wagner. Abel Zaragoza, magna cum laude. College of Liberal Arts. Bachelor of Arts, Rosalind Victoria Abrigo. Anna Cicela Adams. Daphne Isabella Alvarez. Hector Rene Arellano. Avery Danielle Ayala, cum laude. Logan Stewart Barden. Ileana Adeles Beltran. Ford Allen Blaylock. Nicole Bucarelli, magna cum laude. Alondra Gonzalez Camacho. Stephen Cohen. Amber Marie Cortez. Kimberly Vermudova Davis. Allison K. de Leon. Madison Hope de los Santos, cum laude. Tessa Eve Dior, cum laude. Trinity Alexandria Duhart. Ashley Nicole Escobar, cum laude. Kaylee Catherine Gallup, cum laude. Desiree Nicole Garcia. Michael Elliott Garcia. Alejandro M. Garza. Alexa Danielle Garza. Fabian Esteban Garza. Rachel Renee Gale. Drake Edward Gibson, summa cum laude. Katie Marie Gonzalez. Angela B. Gonzalez. Lipsa Mahendra Singh Gujur. Megan Jessica Guy, summa cum laude. Cassandra Nicole Haney. Samantha Harden. Brianna Beatriz Hernandez. Cassandra Dene Herrera, magna cum laude. Mariah Michaelan Johnston, summa cum laude. Ariana Catherine Jones, cum laude. Cheyenne Jorgensen. Sarah A. Kirkpatrick, magna cum laude. America Cone Sanchez, magna cum laude. Emma Christian Lapierre. Faith N. Longoria. Danielle Ari Martinez. Savannah Rose Martinez. Alyssa Danielle Mendez. Devin Danielle Mendoza. Jacob Alexander Munson. Jen Natiola. Ta Twing Nguyen. Cynthia Leigh Almana. Summa cum laude. Noah Park. Jennifer Ann Perimeter, magna cum laude. Parmenter. Emily Benya. Abigail Marie Qualls. Bianca Odales Ramirez, Julia Madison Ray, Gabriela Reyes, Lucas N. Rice, cum laude, Genesis N. Rodriguez, Kareem Rojas Esparza, Julissa Brooks Salinas, Noel Salinas, Ashley Nicole Seasongood, Nathaniel Hayes Smith, summa cum laude, Jordan Irene Stapleton, Rebecca Lynn Steinmetz, Travis Sturman, Taylor Ruth Sutton, Chloe Victoria Tilley, summa cum laude, Genesis S. Torres, cum laude, Maria Elena Torres, Edward Willis Trout, Bailey Nicole Underbrink, Alexa Nicole Vinelli, Derek Deshaun Willis, Caitlin Rebecca Winston, summa cum laude, Alexandra Marie Zuniga, Bachelor of Applied Arts and Science, Monique R. Carter Bourgeois, Margot Elizabeth Fritz, Jennifer Fuentes, cum laude, Colton Noel McCumber, cum laude, U.S. Coast Guard, Matthew Robert Mora, Elizabeth Bailey Stevens, summa cum laude, Robert Williamson Wells, Bachelor of Science, Shelley R. Adam, magna cum laude, Adame, Lorena Marie Barbosa, Yaliska Campos, Tylese Cruz, summa cum laude, Shelby Bernice Fickling, Mia Nicole Garcia, Megan Minnie Gomez, Madison Goodwin, Jessica Colunga, magna cum laude, Annette Julia Landa, magna cum laude, Ashlyn Taylor Martin, Rebecca Cecilia Mills Brellan, Isabel Amber Muniz, Anthony Marlon Munoz, Skyla Lene Ortiz, Alberto A. Quintanar, Jordan Augustin Ramirez, Stone Eric Ray, Danielle C. Reina, Maura Paulina Rocha, Noemi M. Rodriguez, Erin Elizabeth Roper, Jessie A. Ruiz, cum laude, Justine Corinne Sauceda, Chad Eric Swaggart, Andres Jose Vasquez, Brian Lorenzo Vela, Savannah Villegas, Dewanier Waters, Shelby Lynn Wilson, Erin Morgan Yiser, School of Arts, Media and Communication, Bachelor of Arts, Katie Aguilar, Antoinette Lou Castillo, cum laude, Jasmine D. Coronado, Samuel Parker Cross, Amanda Gail Espiricueta, Elizabeth Alexandria Farrar, Alexis Noemi Gomez, cum laude, Savvy Lizette Gorsuch, Ashton Marie Graham, magna cum laude, Hunter Blake Higgins, Allison June Hoy, Emanye Nia Oladuni Jolly, Harper Caroline Lee, magna cum laude, Emily Rose Levy, magna cum laude, Chiqing Liao, Angelina Sky Medina. Ariel Elizabeth O'Leary. Anthony Joseph Porche. Isla Pridgian. Marie Claire Sepulveda. Gabrielle Michaela Tate. Azalea Lizette Valadez. Salome Ramiro Vera III. Violeta Verano Flores. Paige Ray Woolke, cum laude. Mitchell James Zilmer, cum laude. Bachelor of Fine Arts, Brittany Nicole Dellen Mata, magna cum laude. Javier A. Esquivel. Morgan Elizabeth Litton. Noah Melendez. Claire M. Ramison, magna cum laude. Erica Nicole Sanchez Medrano. Esther Robin Santee, magna cum laude. Gabrielle Grace Vian, summa cum laude. Bachelor of Music, Haley Frances Ramba, cum laude. Nicole Lee Reeser, cum laude.
As our graduates are making their way back to their seats, I would like to once again express my sincere congratulations. Each of you has made and will continue to make a great impact on our community. Whether it is near or far, please know your Islander family is proud of you. Also, I would like to give a very special thank you to Dr. Carmen Tejeda Delgado, who just read all those names in this ceremony. Let's give her a round of applause. If it would not be for her, we would be here till 1 o'clock this afternoon. So we are very, very grateful. All right, graduates, would you please stand one more time and let's give them a big round of applause. Woo! Congratulations. You may be seated. We will now proceed with the commissioning of the officers in the United States Army. I would like to confer that Samuel Parker Cross and Thomas Alexander Stazeski have met all the requirements to be commissioned officers in the grade of second lieutenant in the United States Army. Commissioning will be conducted by Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Pierce.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me, please. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
We would also like to recognize all our veterans and active duty servicemen and women in attendance today. Would all veterans and active duty military please stand and allow us to thank you for your service. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce Dr. Haysom Dawood, President of Texas A&M University Corpus Christi's National Alumni Association, to welcome you on behalf of the Alumni Association.
Good morning. Can we get a shout out for our awesome president and a great team? Congratulations, Islanders. Welcome to the Islander Alumni Association. If you are one of the 55,000, after they will be 56,000 alumni who have graduated from our wonderful university, could you please stand up and help me applaud our newest members? All the alumni in the audience, stand up, be recognized. Great to have you home. Please be seated. Graduates, you're here. You're done. Though your collegiate journey might have been difficult and with challenges, I hope your time as an Islander has been valuable and memorable. As you look back, use this time to reminisce on the positive impact the university has had on your life. Today will be another page added to your book of memories. It is your first day to be official alumni of your alma mater. As alumni, our reach stretches across the nation, with members in every state in our country and many countries around the globe. As you begin your journey away from the island, let me challenge you to 3 simple endeavors as alumni. First, stay connected. Continue to stay close to your professors, this great university, and the Alumni Association. Read our magazine, follow us on social media, and stay in tune to the alumni events happening in your area. And let me just plug in, we have homecoming coming up, February 25th through March 2nd. So I'd like to see you there. Second, stay engaged. There are dozens of meaningful ways for you to stay engaged, both with your fellow graduates, the university, and you can join a chapter in your area. Visit us during homecoming or mentor a new student. Third and last, show your Islander pride. Let everyone know you are proud of your university. Proudly display your diploma on your wall. Wear an Islander t-shirt, cap, and everything else that has the Islanders on it, the blue and green. Now, to help seal the commitment to this challenge, each graduate has been given a small token that is presented only to alumni. And that tube, when you get home, open it up, there's a pin, lapel pin. Wear it with pride to all your events and everywhere you go so people know you are an alumni. When you leave today, sorry, I missed a step. But anyway, wear that pin with pride on your lapel. This really is our signal and our proud of it. So, everyone, let's give this new alumni a big round of applause as they go on with their journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dawood, for that important message. Graduates, many people have helped you reach this point in your life, so the time has come to thank them. Will all the mothers, fathers, spouses, children, and other family members of the graduates please stand? Graduates, now it's your chance to give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, I would like to once again thank our commencement speaker, Lieutenant General Larry Weish, for his address to our graduates. The music today is being performed by the Symphonic Winds under the direction of Brian Shelton, Professor of Music. My sincere thanks to Dr. Shelton and the band for the wonderful music. I would also like to thank all of you who have come today to honor our graduates. This is a very special day, one that I'm sure that they will cherish forever. For the safety of our guests, please remain seated until the platform party and the graduates have exited the arena. Graduates will be exiting out the back toward Shoreline Boulevard, where you may meet them. Graduates, let me end today's ceremony by saying thank you. Thank you for all the honor and prestige that you have brought to Texas A&M University Corpus Christi as students. Thank you for all the honor and prestige I know that you will bring as successful professionals and successful community leaders. You set a goal and you achieved that goal. Your achievement, your educational level, is something that very few people in this world are ever able to obtain. Each of you has proven that you are a leader. You are the future of this university, of this state, of this nation, and of this world. No matter where you go, we want you to always know that you are an Islander. And no matter what level of success you achieve, we want you to know that we are always proud of you. Congratulations, and never forget that you are an Islander forever. Shaka Zah.